Of course, you know it's the 7 minutes talk again, and if you are seeing me on screen for the first time, I am Odozi Anthony, and today I'm excited. Yes, I'm excited. It's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been a total distress and unrest since the rise of the global pandemic. But I'm happy because some of us have been able to embrace and adapt to the new way of life, and that's why I'm interested in telling you about four positive take homes of the COVID-19, which I know is gonna inspire you to do more from now onwards. And one of them is people over position. Before the lockdown, before working from home and all that, some of us have really allowed our busy lifestyle to eat up the real human natures inside of us. We have allowed our ambitions to make us throw away relationships and people that matters to us, which is not supposed to be so. For some of us, we rush out from our houses very early in the morning and we return home very late. Of course, it's the nature of our job. And on weekend, we are resting or probably attending some social functions. We don't have time for our family, our spouses or kids, for some of us who are married. But thank God for the COVID 19. At least I can testify that some people have created a strong family bond during this lockdown, during since the rise of this global threat. At least staying together, eating together, praying together is indeed a good thing that the COVID-19 has done to many people. How about our celebrities? Some of them have really reduced acquiring luxuries and they are using their finances to assist the more vulnerable people around them in their community. This is indeed a great lesson from the COVID 19 in 2020. And number two thing we'll be looking at is faith over fear. Yes, at least I was able to exercise my faith over my fear. It's a lesson. Although it's very difficult for someone not to be afraid after being fed by horrible analysis from the news every day. When I first read about the first confirmed case of coronavirus in Nigeria, I was like, oh my god, this is very serious. So is this how we are going to be wiped away from the entire universe, an unknown enemy, an unseen enemy? And I mean, regarding the way this virus of itself has thrown away efforts of intelligence agencies and medical experts in advanced countries, is very difficult for someone not to be afraid. It's very difficult for someone to exercise his faith. I must be honest with you. I could remember during the Ebola period when international societies were mocking Nigerians for praying to God. Whether those prayers worked or not, we can't put that into a debate for now. But the most important thing is that Nigeria still came through those challenges and we are still living. And those are one of the things that kept me going. Sometimes when I feel bad, when I'm low in my spirit, I go down on my knees and I talk to God, say, oh Lord, please have mercy and deliver us. And then even listening to God's words is another way of lifting my spirit. Also following success and positive stories of those people who recovered from the infection is another way of letting me know that the COVID-19 is not a death sentence. And another mind-blowing lessons I learned from the COVID-19 is gain over lost. How? According to the International Labour Organization, over 200 million jobs have been lost due to the coronavirus pandemic. And meanwhile, some people are smiling to their bank. Eric Yuan, owner of Zoom Video Communication, is $4 billion richer since the rise of the coronavirus pandemic, after his platform is a preferred place for hosting conference meetings and all that. How about 17 years old Arvin Schiffman, owner of a website that is used to track the coronavirus, has attracted 250 million viewers, and a company even offered him $8 million to place an advert on his website, which he turned down. And even locally, some people are selling hand sanitizers and face masks. Something tells me that these people are going to remember this period for good. And lastly, the one of the great lessons I learned again is information over ignorance. With the democratization of information, ignorance is no longer an option. With information on your fingertips, this really distinguishes this great Chinese flu from other flus or pandemic pandemic and epidemic that have before the human race in the time past. Even when we are physically distanced, even when we are far away from our colleagues and friends, we can get in touch with them with just a beep. We can get information with just a beep of a button. And this is even more interesting, staying at home and working from home. This is really the time we need to appreciate those people who invented the World Wide Web. So staying at home doesn't really mean you are wasting your time. You are doing things online. For some of our students who are still waiting for the government to take some necessary measures before the opening of schools and institutions and all that, there are things you can do online. Stop wasting your time on Instagram, viewing and watching posts, chatting, talking unnecessary, discussing unnecessary conversation. There are things you can do online. Join new online communities, learn new skills, improve on your courses, on your field. Even though you really need to change the course you were doing before, this is the best time to switch to the best course you know you can do better and improve yourself, work out yourself. No matter how you may feel or see this COVID-19 of 18, no matter how you may feel about the lockdown and restriction and all that, there are still good things coming out from it. And some people are even better off what they used to be, and I'm even one of them. Yes, I must testify. So you too, you can do more. So this brings me to the end of the talk show, and thanks for watching. I'm Odozi Anthony, and stay healthy.